Hi everyone, in this video I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 Extended in a session October-November 2023 Paper 4-1. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, Part A. Describe fully the single transformation that maps number 1 shape A onto shape B. So look at the shape A and shape B. So this is obviously a translation. So we have to check the translation is how much unit, how much the horizontal translation and the vertical translation. So if I fix this coordinate and this coordinate and check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. So we moved 7 units left and 1 unit down. So the translation is 7 units left and 1 unit down. And in order to write down in vector form, the horizontal translation is -7 because it is towards left, and the vertical translation is -1 because it is down. Now for the second part, shape A onto shape C. So look at shape A and shape C. So this is obviously, you can see it is a rotation. So it is a rotation and the rotation is 90 degree and the orientation is clockwise. Now we have to find the center of rotation. You can see rotation 90 degree clockwise. Now to find the center of rotation, there are two ways. The first way is to use by the tracing paper. But if you do, the tracing paper technique I have showed in many of my videos. But if you don't have a tracing paper, there is another technique to find out the center of rotation. So let me show you that way. So to get by the second technique, how to find the center of rotation, you have to connect the corresponding coordinates first. So the coordinate of shape, this shape of coordinate, the coordinate of shape A and this coordinate of shape C, I just connect the two, both of them, and find out its perpendicular, right? So this green line is the perpendicular, right? And connect this coordinate of shape A with this coordinate of shape C. So these two are connected and find out its perpendicular. This is the perpendicular, the green one. So as you can see, both perpendicular passes through the point 5, 1. So that is the center of rotation, which is 5, 1. You can check with the third one, but it is okay if you are doing with the first two. Now moving to part B, on the grid, draw the image of number 1 shape A of the reflection in a line y equals to 2. So first we have to draw the line y equals to 2. So this red one is a line y equals to 2, the horizontal line, and we have to draw the image of shape A of the reflection. So these two coordinates of shape A are at the distance 1, 2, 3 and 4 units from the line. So the new one is also 1, 2, 3 and 4 units, right? And this point coordinate has a distance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units from the line. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 unit. So this is the image for shape A after reflection in the line y equals to 2. Moving to the second part, shape A after enlargement with a scale factor -2 and the center is origin. So we have to point the center first. The scale factor is -2. We have to enlarge the shape A, right? To enlarge the shape A, so first we have to find this, the distance from the center to each coordinate of shape A. So let me find out the distance. So this distance is 1, 2 units to the right and 2 units down. So this coordinate has a distance 2 right and 2 down. And this coordinate is 1, 2 and 3 right and 2 down. So this is going to be 3 minus 2. And this coordinate is 1, 2 and 3 right and 1, 2, 3, 4 down. So this is 3 right and 4 down. So all of these vectors are going to multiply with the scale factor to get the new positions. Okay, let me multiply all of them with the scale factor, which is -2. So it means 2 minus 2 is multiplying with -2, and this is gonna be -4 and 4. All right, the second one is 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is going to multiply with -2, and this is gonna be -6 and 4. 2 times 2 is 4 with a positive. Negative times negative makes positive. Now the third one is 3 minus 4. So 3 minus 4 is going to multiply with -2, the scale factor. So 3 times 2 minus 6, 4 times 2 is going to be 8. So these are the new points, minus 4 4, minus 6 4, minus 6 and 8, right? From the center, these are the new distances. So the first one is minus 4 and 4. So minus 4 and 4, that is gonna be from the center. We have to move minus 4 left and 4 up. So 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. So the new coordinate is minus 4 4, the image. The next one is minus 6 4. So from the center we have to move minus 6 left, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 4, 1 2 3 and 4. So that is going to be minus 6 and 4. The last one is minus 6 8. So moving minus 6 to the left and 8 up. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So that is minus 7 8. Sorry, minus 6 left. So it is minus 6 and 8, not minus 7 and 8. I messed up. Let me explain one more time. So it is minus 6 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this is going to be the image of shape A after enlargement about the center 0 0, and the scale factor is negative 2. So you can see the shape is on the other side of the center. This is the center, this is the original one, and this is the enlarged one. When the scale factor is negative, it means on the other side, opposite side of the center, you will get the enlarged shape. When the scale factor is positive, you will get on the same side. Both the original one and the enlarged one, you will get on the same side from the at the center. But when the scale factor is negative, the original shape and the enlarged shape are opposite to each other. Question number 2, part A, we have S equals to 1 by 2 AT square. Find the value of S when A is 9.8 and T is equals to 20. So solve for S, which is half. A is 9.8 and T is 20 square. Let me simplify. 20 times 9.8 divided by 2. 1960 is the value for S. Now for part B, solve. First distribute. 5 times 4 is 20y minus 5 times 3 is 15. This is equals to 15. Solving for y. So 20y is equals to 15. And this 15 shifting on the other side, it becomes positive 15. So dividing both sides by 20. So y is going to be 15 plus 15 is 30. And divided by 20, which is 3 by 2. Or 1.5. Part C, expand and simplify. So 3 times 5 is 15x. 3 times 8 is 24. Minus 2 times 3 is 6x. Minus times minus is plus. 2 times 7 is 14. Combining the x terms, 15x minus 6x. Combining the constant terms, minus 24 and plus 14. 15 take away 6. This is 9x. And from 14 subtract 24, this is just negative of 10. 9x minus 10 is the answer. Part D, rearrange A to make C the subject. C the subject. So A minus 2b square, this is equals to minus 3c cube. Shifting the b term on the other side becomes negative. Dividing by negative 3 on both sides, you will get c cube. So from here, c cube equals to 2b square minus a dividing by 3. So I took the negative sign common from the numerator and cancel it with the denominator. Now taking the cube root, so this is going to be c. C is the cube root of 2b square minus a over 3. This is the c. Now for part E, factorize completely. So from 2pq and 4q, q and q is common and 2 is common. 2q is common. 2 times 3 is 6 and p is left, and 2 times 2 is 4 minus 2. So just plus 1 is common, negative 1 is common, sorry. So it becomes 3p and minus 2. So the two factors are 3p minus 2 and 2q minus 1. Question number 3, part A. The table shows information about the planets in the solar system. Planets, diameter in kilometer, and average distance from the sun in kilometer. We have given number 1, the average distance from Mars from sun is this much. Of Mars from sun, the average distance we have given. Write this distance as an ordinary number. So which is 2.279 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 0 if I put to the power 8, moving 8 units to the right. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8 over here, which is 2 2 7 9 and 1 2 3 4 5 5 zeros. 1 2 3 4 5 kilometer. Now for the second part, the planet Uranus has a diameter that is 35.8% of the diameter of Jupiter. All right, calculate the diameter of Uranus. Okay, the diameter of Jupiter we have given. Jupiter diameter is this much. Planet is Jupiter, diameter is this much. The diameter of Jupiter, which is equals to 143,000. That is the diameter of Jupiter. And the diameter of Uranus is, the diameter of Uranus we have to find, which is 35.8% of the diameter of Jupiter. Just calculate it. 35.8 divide times 143,000 divided by 100. This is gonna be 51194. So we can say 51,194 kilometer. That is the diameter of Uranus. Moving to part 3, the ratio diameter of Neptune and the diameter of Saturn can be written in the form 1:n. Find the value of n. The diameter of Neptune we have given and Saturn we have given. Let me write this down in the ratio form. 49,500 ratio Saturn is 120,500. All right, so we have to make this as 1. We have to make this as 1 ratio something. So make it 1 divided by 49,500. Divided by 49,500. So you can get this as 1, and the ratio of this would be 120,500 divide 49,500. That is 2.43. 2.43. Then value is 2.43. Now for part 4, find the average distance of Neptune from the Sun as a percentage of the average distance of Earth from the Sun. So according to the table, we have given the average distance from Sun. For Earth we have to use, and for Neptune we have to use. The average distance of Neptune from the Sun is this much, which is 4 because the average distance of Neptune from the Sun is 4.495 times 10 to the power 9 over, as a percentage, so times by 100 of the average distance of the Earth from the Sun. Earth from the Sun is this much. 1.496 times 10 to the power 8. Let me simplify this. So here we have 4.495 divides 1.496. 3.0047 times 10 to the power 9 minus 8 multiply by 100, which is 3.0047 times 10 to the power 9 minus 8 is just 1, multiply by 100, sorry. So this is multiplying by 10, multiplying by 100, which is 3004.6, 3004.7%. Now for part 5, distances within the solar system are also measured in astronomical units, AU. The average distance of Jupiter from the Sun is 5.20 AU. Calculate the average distance of Mars from the Sun in astronomical unit. So we have given average distance of Jupiter from Sun. So the average distance of Jupiter from the Sun is 7.786 times 10 to the power 8 kilometer. This is also equivalent to 5.20 AU, which is given to us. So we can say that the average distance of Jupiter from Sun, which is 7.786 times 10 to the power 8, this kilometer, this is equals to 5.20 AU. So let me calculate what is 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is 5.20 astronomical unit divided by 7.786 times 10 to the power 8. Let me simplify this. 5.20 divides 7.786. This is 0.67 times 10 to the power negative 8. We have to shift 8 into the numerator. Okay, so move 0. Now we can take 667. It is better to take. So that is 6 and this is gonna be 8 if I round it. Okay, moving the decimal point 1 unit to the right, so we have to subtract 1. So that is gonna be, we can say 1 kilometer is equals to 6.68 times 10 to the power negative 9 astronomical unit. Okay, so that is 1 kilometer equals to astronomical unit. We have to calculate the average distance of Mars from the Sun. So in the table we have given the average distance of Mars from the Sun is this 2.279 times 10 to the power 8 kilometer. So if 1 kilometer is this much AU, so what is 2.279 times 10 to the power 8 kilometer equals to, which is 2.279 times 10 to the power 8. This is times by 6.68 times 10 to the power minus 9 AU. Let me simplify. 2.279 times 6.68. This is gonna be 15.22 times 10 to the power 8 and minus 9. Bases are same. We can add the powers, that is negative 1. When we have a negative 1, so it means we have to move 1 unit to the right. So this is gonna be 1.522 astronomical unit. This is the average distance of Mars from the Sun. Now for part 6, the diameter of Mars is 39.2% greater than the diameter of Mercury. Calculate the diameter of Mercury. Let's say the diameter of Mercury is D, right? So the diameter of Mars. So what we have given, the diameter of Mars is 6,800 kilometer. So the diameter of Mars we have given, which is 6,800, is diameter of Mars is 39.2 greater. So greater means we have to add 100% of the diameter of Mercury, which is D. Let me repeat it. Diameter of Mars we have given is means equals to 39.2%, greater means add 100, then the diameter of Mercury, so times by D. So to solve for D, we can say 6800 equals to 139.2% of D. So to solve for D, we can say from here, what is D? D is going to be 6800 times by 100 over 139.2. Alright, so this is 6800 times 100 divide 139.2. This is 4885. 4885.1, we can say, kilometer. Now for part B, 1 light year is the distance that the light travels in a year of 365.25 days. The speed of light is this much kilometer per second. Number 1, show that 1 light year is this kilometer. Correct to 4 significant figures. All right. So we have given the speed of light and we have given the amount of time. We have to show that 1 light year is this much. So the formula for the light year is distance that the light travels in 1 year. All right. So we have the formula speed equals to distance over time. Now we have to solve for distance. So speed into time, that is going to be the distance, because 1 light year is the distance. We have given the speed and we have given the time as well. We have to find the answer in kilometer. The speed is in kilometer per second. So the time should be in seconds. So second and per second is cancelled and you will get the answer in kilometer. So 1 light year, or we can say the distance, 1 light year, or the distance that the light travel in a year is, speed is going to be 2.9979 multiply 10 to the power 5. This is in kilometer per second. Multiply by the time. Time is 365.25 days, but we have to find the time in terms of second to cancel this second. So this is in days, so convert days into hours. 1 day has 24 hours. 1 hour has 60 minutes. 1 hour, minute has 60 seconds. So this is unit in seconds. So we can cancel the seconds with seconds. So let me explain. This is in days. I convert the days into hours because 1 day has 24 hours and 1 hour has 60 minutes and 1 minute has 60 seconds. Now just simplify. We can say 365.25 times 24 times 60 times 60, and that is times by 2.9979 is this. So D is going to be 94606529.04 times 10 to the power 5. But we have to show that the 1 light year should be equals to this much kilometer, correct to 4 significant figures. So we have to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 units to the left. So adding 7 it means. So what is D? D is going to be 9.4606529 times 10 to the power 5 plus 7. All right, now the next step is, as you can see, we have to find the answer up to 4 significant figures, 1, 2, 3 and 4 till this. So this is, the next digit is 6 more than 5, so we have to add 1 over here. So the final answer is D is going to be 9.461 times 10 to the power 5 plus 7 is 12. This is in kilometer because seconds are cancelled out. Now for the second part, the distance from the Andromeda galaxy to Earth is this much kilometer. We have given the distance. Calculate the time taken for the light to travel from this galaxy to Earth. Give your answer in millions of years. So we have to find the time taken for the light to travel from this galaxy to Earth, and we have given that 1 light year is the distance that the light travels in a year of 365 days. So we know that 1 light year is equals to 9.461 times 10 to the power 12 kilometer. What about x light years? It will take x light years to, let me explain. 1 light year is the distance that the light travels in 1 year, right? So 1 light year we have given is this much kilometer. So the time taken for the light to travel to this galaxy, so it will take x light years. So the light travels in 1 year is this much. So the light travels in x years is this much, which is 2.40 times 10 to the power 19 kilometer. I hope this makes sense now. The first is 1 light year, and we have given the formula for the light year. That is, light year is a distance that the light travels in 1 year. So the distance that the light travels in 1 year. So the distance that the light travel in 1 year is this much, 1 light year. So it will take x light years that the light travels from this galaxy to Earth. Now let me do the cross multiplication. So the cross multiplication leads us to 9.461 times 10 to the power 12 x. This is going to be 2.40 times 10 to the power 19. Kilometer is cancelled with kilometer. So what is x? X is going to be 2.40 multiply 10 to the power 19 divides 9.461 times 10 to the power 12. So first we have to do 19 minus 12, that is going to be 17. So x is equals to time 10 to the power 7, and 2.40 divides 9.461, which is 0.2536. 0.2536, moving the decimal point over here. So we have to add, so move 1 unit to the right, so we have to subtract 1. When we are moving to the right, we are subtracting 1. So this is x is equals to 2.536 times 10 to the power 6. So 10 to the power 6 is basically million, right? 1 million equals to 10 to the power 6, and we have to find the answer in millions of years, right? So in x light year, so is this much, which is 2.54 if I round it, and this represent million. 10 to the power 6 is million, and this is in year. So 1 light year is this much kilometer. So it will take x light years for the light to travel from this galaxy to Earth. So we have to do the cross multiplication and solve for the number of light years. So this is millions of year. So this 10 to the power 6 is million, and the unit is in years. I hope this is clear now. Question number 4, part A. Lucica has 2 fair spinners. Spinner A is 5-sided and numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spinner B is 9-sided and is numbered 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. Lucica spins the 2 spinners and record whether they land on a prime number. Alright, number 1, complete the tree diagram. The spinner A and the spinner B. So the spinner A, the primes are 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, and 5 is a prime number. So 3 are the prime numbers, 1 and 4 is not a prime number. So not a prime are 2 numbers are not prime out of 5. For spinner B, prime to prime. Alright, so spinner B, we have how many are primes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers are prime. out of 9 because it is 9-sided. Not prime. The rest of the 4 numbers are not prime out of 9. And then prime is again 5 are prime out of 9, and not primes are 4 and not primes out of 9. Now for the second part, find the probability that part A, the two numbers are both prime. 3 by 5 and 5 by 9. The first number is prime and the second number is prime. 5 is cancelled with 5. 3 by 9 is the answer. In simplest form, 3 times 3, 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is going to be 9, which is 1 out of 3 is the probability. Part B, the two numbers are not both prime. Two numbers are prime, the probability is 1 by 3. So not both prime, it means 1 minus two numbers are prime, 1 by 3, which is equals to 3 minus 1 over 3. This is going to be 2 by 3. Now for part B, Lucica spins spinner A 120 times. Find the expected number of times the spinner lands on a prime number. Alright, so the expected number of times a spinner lands on a prime number. So for spinner A, the probability of a prime number we have given is 3 out of 5. So for spinner A, the prime is 3 by 5 and times it by 120. 3 by 5 times 120, that is 72. Now for part C, Lucica spins spinner B twice. Find the probability that two numbers it lands on add up to 9 or more. It means the sum of two numbers when it lands on, it should be greater than or equals to 9. So what are the possibilities? Let me check for the spinner B. So the spinner B has 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. So when it lands twice, so the sum of both numbers should be 9 or more than 9. So it cannot be 3, 3 because 3 plus 3 is 6. It cannot be 3, 4. 3 and 4 is 7. It can be 4. It cannot be 4, 4 as well. Not 3, 3 because 3 plus 3 would be 6. Not 3, 4 because 3 plus 4 gonna be 7. Not 4, 4. 4 plus 4 is to be 8. It is 4, 5. This which is 9. And it is 5, 4 as well and 5, 5 as well. 5, 5 is 10, 9 and more than 9. So there are three possibilities we can say. So it can be 4, 5, add up to 9. It can be 5, 4, add up to 9. And it can be 5, 5, add up to 10, which is more than 9. Now let me find out the probabilities. So the probability for 4, you can check how many are 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the total are 9, and there are 2 5 out of 9. So let me write down the probabilities. 4 are 4 out of 9 and times 2 are 5 out of 9 plus 2 are 5 out of 9 times 4 are 4 out of 9. And the probability of 5, 5 are 2 are 5s out of 9 times 2 are 5s out of 9. Let me simplify. This would be 4 times 2 is 8. 8 over 9 times 9 is 81. This is also 8 over 81. 2 times 2 is going to be 4. 4 over 81. 8 plus 8 plus 4, which is 20 over 81. This is in simplest form, I guess. Yes. 20 out of 81 is the probability. Now for part D, Lucia keeps spinning spinner B until it lands on 4. Find the expression in terms of n for the probability that this happens on the nth spin. Means on nth spin the spinner lands on 4. So it means we have the first spin, we have the second spin, the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. till nth spin, and this is n minus 1th spin, right? On nth spin you will get 4, and the rest of the spin are not 4. So this is not 4, and this spin is 4, right? Now let me find out the probability. So the probability for not 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are not 4 out of 9. 5 out of 9, and how many times? This is n minus 1 times. Multiply on nth spin, you will get 4. The probability of 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 9. 4 out of 9 you will get 1 time, and 9 out of 5 you will get n minus 1 time. So that is the expression in n. 5 by 9, n minus 1, multiply 4 by 9. I hope this makes sense. Let me explain one more time. So 5 by 9 is the probability of not 4. You are getting not 4 till n minus 1 spin. On nth spin you will get 4. The probability of 4 is 4 out of 9. So means one time you are getting 4 out of 9, and n minus 1 time you are getting 5 out of 9. So that is the expression. Question number 5, part A. ACD. ACD is a right angle triangle. B is on AC. BC is, we have given 54.5 meters. AD is 83.2 meters, and the angle ABD, A, B and D is 38 degrees. Calculate angle ACD. This angle we have to calculate. To get this angle, we have the opposite and we need the adjacent. So solving for AB first. So consider triangle A, B and D. ABD. We have the opposite. Let me solve for the adjacent by using the ratio for tangent. So we can say tangent of 38 degrees. The opposite is 83.2 meters over the adjacent is AB. So solve for AB cross multiplication. So from here AB is going to be 83.2 over tangent of 38 degrees. Tangent of 38, 83.2 divide answer, which is AB, and that is 106.5 meters. 106.5 meters, and the sum of AC, add 45.5, 106.9 or 161. We can say the whole length is 161 AC. This whole A to C is 161 meters. All right, now let me calculate. Consider the triangle. The triangle A, C and D. ACD. This angle we have to calculate. We have opposite and we have adjacent. Applying the ratio for tangent again. So we can say tangent of angle C is opposite is 83.2 meters and the adjacent is 161 meters. All right, 83.2 divide answer, and tangent inverse of answer, that is 27.3. So C is 27.3. So the angle A, C and D is 27.3 degrees. Now for part B, EFG. EFG is a right angle triangle. A circle can be drawn that passes through the three vertices of the triangle, that passes through E, F and G. On the diagram, mark the position of the center of a circle with a cross. Explain how you decide. We have to mark the position of a circle and then explain. So if we draw the circle that passes through the three vertices, and this triangle is inside the circle, and this is a right angle triangle, so it means F to G, this is the diameter of that circle, and the midpoint of FG, this is going to be the center, because we know that the triangle over the diameter is a right angle triangle, and the triangle opposite to the diameter, angle opposite to the diameter, is the right angle. So the position is the midpoint of FG. Position of the center of a circle is midpoint of FG, because triangle over the diameter is a right angle triangle. All right, so let me explain one more time. So we have given a right angle triangle. So the right angle triangle inside the circle, we remember the theorem that when we have a circle and the triangle is inside of that circle, and that circle passes through the three vertices, and if this triangle is a right angle triangle, it means the center of the circle should be on the hypotenuse of that triangle, on the midpoint of the hypotenuse, because a triangle over that diameter should be equals to a right angle triangle. So this is going to be the diameter, so the half of a diameter is a radius, so the midpoint of FG, that would be the center of the circle. Now for part C, in triangle LMN, the ratio angle L, angle M, angle N is 4, 5, 6. In triangle PQR, PQ is 6 centimeter, PR is 4 centimeter, and QR is 5 centimeter. Calculate the difference between the largest angle in triangle PQR and the largest angle in triangle LMN. So basically we have to find the biggest one, the biggest angle in both triangle, and take its difference. So as you can see, we have given that in triangle LMN, angle L ratio angle M ratio angle N, this is 4, 5, and 6. So the largest one is obviously angle N, which is 6, right? So let me calculate the largest angle. Largest angle in triangle L, M, and N, and that largest angle is angle N, which is 6 out of the total is 4, 5, 6. 4 plus 5 plus 6, and we know that sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. So times it by 180. So 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15. 6 out of 15 times by 180, that is 72 degree. That is the largest angle. Now let me find the largest angle in triangle PQR. So look at the triangle PQR. 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter. PR is the longest side. It means angle R is the largest angle. Applying the law of cosine, we have given 3 sides and solving for the angle. So according to the law of cosine, we can say PR, which is 6 centimeter square, equals to 4 square plus 5 square minus 2 into 4 into 5 and cos of R. So 6 square minus 4 square minus 5 square divides minus 2 into 4 into 5. This is cos of angle R. Let me calculate this. 6 square is 36, 4 is 16, and 5 is 25. Negative 5 divides minus 2 into 4 into 5, which is 1 by 8. So R is equals to cos inverse of 1 by 8. $82.82. 82.8 degrees is the R, the largest angle. So now let me find out the difference of the two largest angle in two triangles. The difference is going to be 82.8 degrees minus 72 degrees, which is 10.8 degrees. 10.8 or 10.82 degrees. That is the difference between the largest angle in two triangles. Question number 6, part A. Complete the table for the three sequences. We have given sequence A, B, C, first, second, third, fourth term, fifth term, and the nth term we have to find. So look at the sequence A. So for the sequence A, we have the first term minus 7, minus 3, 1, and 5. Let me find out the difference between the number of terms. So the difference in terms minus 3 minus 7, which is 4. And in 1 minus 3, it's 4, means add 4. And 1 add 4, you will get 5, right? So means the first difference is constant. When the first difference is constant, that is the arithmetic sequence. So the sequence A, that is going to be A plus n minus 1 into D. So what is A? A is the first term of the sequence, which is negative 7 plus n minus 1. D is the common difference, which is 4. So that is going to be minus 7 plus 4n minus 4. So 4n and minus 7 minus 4 is minus 11. So 4n minus 11, and the next term you will get in 5 add 4, which is 9. So the sequence A is done. Now moving to sequence B. Now the sequence B we have given is 7, 13, 23, 37. Let me find out the difference. 7, 13, 23, 37. All right. 13 minus 7 is 6. Adding 6. And 23 minus 13 is add 10. This is not the linear sequence. 37 minus 23, first difference is not constant. Second difference is 10 minus 6 and 14 minus 10, so it means add 4. Second difference is constant. When the second difference is constant, it means this is a quadratic sequence in form of n square, right? Okay, so let me check how can we find the number of terms in this sequence. All right. So by guess and check technique, how can we get 7 in square? So if we have n square, we have 1 square. 1 square plus something plus 6 would be 7. Plus, so n square plus 6, we will get the first term. But is it reply for the rest of the terms? So 2 square would be 4. 4 plus 6 is 10. It is not 13. So this is not applied. So it means n square, there is something multiplied with n square. So if I am multiplying 2 with n square, because first I multiplied 1 with n square, I checked with n square plus 6. N square plus 6 does not work. So if 2n square plus 5, let's say we can take. So 2n square plus 5, 2 into 1 square plus 5, which is 7. 2 into the second term is 2 square, which is 13, yes. And the third term we have is 23, good. and the fourth term we have is 37. And what about the fifth term? Fifth term is 55. So that is the formula. So fifth term is 55 and the formula is 2n square plus 5. So for quadratic you have to use a guess and check technique to get all the terms of the sequence. Now moving to the sequence C. So the sequence C, we have the terms, let me write this down, which is 2 over 27 is 3 cube. 3 over 3 power 4 is 81. Yes. Next is 4 over 3 power 5 is 243. 5 over 3 power 6 is 729. Yes, this is 5 over 3 power 6. So the next term is going to be 6 over 3 power 7. Right? So what is 3 power 7? This is 2187. So the fifth term, let me write this down, which is 6 over 2187. Let me solve the nth term. So as you can see, we have 3 power 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and so on. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the nth term? So the nth term from here, when n is 1, we have 2 over here. So it means we can say n, when n is 1, the power is 2. So this is n plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 1, 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. You will get the numerator. The denominator is 3 power something. So for the first term, when n is 1, we have 3. So when n is 1, we have 3. So n plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2. 2 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 5 plus 2. So that is the nth term. N plus 1 over 3 to the power of n plus 2. Now for part B, in a sequence, the sum of the first 49 terms is this. The first 49 terms sum is given we have. The sum of the first 50 term is this. Find the 50th term of the sequence. So we can say sum of 50 terms is basically equals to sum of first 49 terms plus 50th term. Right? So the sum of 50 terms are basically the sum of the first 49 terms and the 50th term. To get the answer for the 50th term, we can say 50th term, this means the sum of the 50 terms are 7975. This is going to be 49 terms are 7644 plus the 50th term. So we can subtract both of them. So from here we have 7975 minus 7644. That would be the 50th term. 7975 minus 7644. This is 331. Is the 50th term of this sequence. 331. Question number 7. The frequency table shows the time of each of 42 athletes in a race. Time t in seconds and number of athletes. In part A, calculate the estimate of the mean time. Alright, so we have to solve for the mean. So mean is sum of fx dividing by the total. What is f? What is x? F is the number of athletes. X is the midpoint of the intervals. So let me solve the midpoint of 216 plus 219 divided by 2. The midpoint is 217.5. 219 plus 224 divided by 2. 221.5. 224 plus 234 divided by 2, 229. 234 plus 244 divided by 2, 239. 244 plus 264 divided by 2, which is 254. This is the midpoint of the interval and this is f. What is the product of fx? 9 times of this. 9 times 2, 17.5. This is 1957.5. Right? F, this is the frequency. X is the midpoint of interval. Now I'm doing the product of f and x. 14 into 221.5. 3101. 14 into 229. 3206. 2 into 239. 2 into 239, yes. 478. 3 into 254. 3 into 254, which is 762. Now let me do the sum. 1957.5 plus 3101 plus 3206 plus 478 plus 762. 9504.5. So now let me calculate the mean, which is 9504.5 out of the total number of athletes are 42. Divides 42. This is 226.3, we can, if I round it, seconds. 226.3 seconds. Now for part B, complete the histogram to show the information in the frequency table. 2 of the blocks have been drawn for you. The frequency density and the time in seconds we have given. So the frequency density has the formula which is equals to frequency over the class width. The frequencies we have given, we have to calculate the class width. Let me make a table here for the class width. So x is the midpoint and the class width is over here. So the class width of 219 minus 216, this is 3. 224 minus 219 is 5. 234 minus 224, which is 10. 244 minus 234 is 10. 264 minus 244, which is 20. This is the class width. Okay, so the first one is already done, which is 216 and 219, 216 and 219. So this is 219, this is 216. The frequency density we have given is 3. Let me calculate the frequency densities as well. Okay, here make a column for the frequency densities, which is frequency divides class width. So these are the frequencies and these are the class width, which I'm going to divide. 9 divides 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 14 divides 5. 2.8. Next is 14 divides 10. 1.4. Next is 2 divides 10. 0.2. And the last is 3 divides 20. 0.15. These are the frequency densities. The first interval is 216 to 219. The frequency density is 3. So which is already done. The frequency density is 3, 216 to 219. from 219 to 224, which is 2.8. 219 to 224. This is 220, 21, 22, 23 and 24 over here. And the frequency density is 2.8. This is 1, this is 2, and 2.8 is 2 block below 3. Alright. The next is 224 to 234. It is 1.4. 224 to 234. 230, 31, 32, 33, 34 and 1.4. This is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 over here. And 1, 2, 3 and 4. The next is 234 to 244. It is 0.2. 234 to 244, 0.2. 0.1 and 0.2 over here. Okay, and the last one is 244 to 246. 244 to 264 is 0.15. 244 to 264 is already done, which is 0.15. So that is the histogram. Question number 8, part A. The diagram shows a solid formed by joining two hemispheres, the first and the second, and a cylinder. The radius of large hemisphere is 5.4 centimeter. The radius of small hemisphere and the radius of a cylinder are both 3.6 centimeter. So radius of a small hemisphere and the cylinder is same. The height of a cylinder is 6.5 centimeter. Number 1, show that the volume of a solid is 692 centimeter cube correct to the nearest cubic centimeter. The volume V of a sphere with radius R is given. So we have given the volume of a sphere. So first we have to find the volume of cylinder, right? So volume of cylinder plus volume of two hemispheres is the volume of a solid. Volume of that solid. All right, so volume of a cylinder has a formula pi r square h, and volume of hemisphere, volume of a sphere we have given, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Hemisphere is half of it, so we have to times it by 1 by 2. All right, and when we times it by 1 by 2, we have 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, so that is 2 by 3 of pi r cube. So 2 by 3 of pi r cube for the first radius plus 2 by 3 of pi r cube for the second radius. Okay, so now we have pi. The radius of a cylinder is 3.6 centimeter square, and the height of a cylinder is 6.5 centimeter plus 2 by 3 pi. The radius of small hemisphere is 3.6, its whole cube, plus 2 by 3 pi. Radius of a large hemisphere is 5.4. So 5.4 cube. So this is in centimeter cube, centimeter cube, centimeter cube. All the three units are in centimeter cube. Let me simplify. So 3.6 square times it by 6.5. And we have pi times it by pi. And then add 2 times 2 by 3 is all right. So let me take pi common for all from all of these terms, right? So we can say 6.5 times 3.6 times 3.6, the first one we took, and then plus 2 times 3.6 and then divided by 3. No. 2 divides 3 and 3.6 cube, and then add 2 by 3 and 5.4 cube, and then times it by pi because I took pi common. So that is 692. Yes, 692.155 centimeter cube. The answer is we have to find correct to the nearest cubic centimeter. So this is just 692 centimeter cube. Now for the second part, a mathematically similar solid is made of silver. So this solid and another solid that is made of silver, both are mathematically similar. In this solid, the volume of the radius is cylinder. The cylinder has a radius 0.6 centimeter, and here the cylinder has a radius of 3.6 centimeter. So radius 1 we can say 0.6 centimeter, and the radius 2 we have 3.6 centimeter. 1 centimeter cube of silver has a mass of this much grams. Calculate the total mass of this silver solid in terms of grams. We have to calculate. All right, so they are mathematically similar, so we have to compare the volume. So volume 1 over volume 2, this is equals to radius 1 over radius 2, its whole cube. All right, so the volume 1 is, let's say this would be the volume 1, V1, and the volume 2 is the sphere for the part 1. So radius 1 is 0.6 over 3.6 is a radius for the second, and cube, and times it by the volume, which is 692. Let me simplify. 0.6 divides 3.6, its cube, and times by 692. So that is the volume 1, 3.204 centimeter cube. So we have given that 1 centimeter cube of silver has a mass of this much gram. So if 1 centimeter cube equals to 10.49 grams, what about 3.2 centimeter cube? So 3.2 times it by 10.49 grams. Okay, times 10.49, that is going to be 33.6 grams. 33.61 grams, or we can say 33.6. 33.6. Part B, AOB. AOB is a sector of a circle, center is O. AO is 10 centimeter, AO is 10, OB is 10. And the sector angle is 216. Calculate the length of arc of this sector. Give your answer as a multiple of pi. As a multiple of pi. Length of arc. So we have the formula for arc length. The angle is given in theta. So it has a, in degrees. So it has a formula theta over 360, 2 pi r into 2 pi r. All right. So what is theta? Theta is 216. Over 360 into 2 into pi, and the radius is 10. So we have to keep the answer in terms of pi. So 216 divides 360 times by 2 times by 10. This is 12 pi. As a multiple of pi, we have to calculate the answer. 12 pi centimeter. Now for the second part, a cone is made from this sector by joining OA to OB. So we have to make a cone by joining OA and OB. Calculate the volume of the cone. The volume of the cone with the radius r and height, we have this formula. So for volume, we need the radius and we need the height. Okay, let me show you guys. So as you can see, I cut this portion. This would be O, this is A, and this is B. So let me draw the cone, make a cone by joining OA with OB. So here I joined OA with OB, and this is a shape of a cone. by joining OA and OB. Now what is 10? 10 is going to be the slant height. This is going to be the slant height. 10 is a slant height, you can see. So this is the shape of the cone now. All right. I drew the cone and let me show you guys. This is the shape of the cone. This is the cone. This is in 3D and this is in 2D, right? So now what is 10? 10 is the slant height, you can see. This is the 10. 10 is the slant height of the cone. We have to find the height of the cone and the radius of the cone to get the volume. The volume formula is already given in the question, right? Okay, now how can we get the radius and the volume? So as you can see, if I make this cone, so this is the arc length. The arc length is AB, right? So if I connect OA with OB, right? So this is going to be the circumference of a circle. Now if I make it in a circular form, so now you guys can see this look like a cone. Yes, so this is a cone now. So this is the cone and this is the circle. Now circumference of a circle and the arc length of the sector both are same, and we can easily get the value for the radius. I hope this makes sense now. So now the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and this would be equals to the arc length, which is equals to 12 pi we got in the first part. So pi is cancelled with pi. So r is going to be 12 over 2, which is equals to 6 centimeter. Now we got the radius. Radius is 6 centimeter. We have a right angle triangle. We can easily find out the height. By using a Pythagoras theorem, we can say height square plus 6 square, that would be equals to 10 square. So height square would be equals to 10 square minus 6 square. That would be equals to 100 minus 36. So what is 100 take away 36, which is 64. So this is equals to 64. So what is h? H is going to be square root of 64, and that is equals to 8. So 8 centimeter is the height. That is the 8. We have the height 8 centimeter and the radius is 6 centimeter. Now easily we can find out the volume. Volume of the cone has a formula which is given 1 by 3 pi radius square, which is 6, and height is 8. Just simplify. Radius square, sorry. 6 times 8 divided by 3 and times it by pi, which is 96 pi or 301.59. So 302 centimeter cube. Question number 9, we have a function f of x, g of x, and h of x. Number A, find number 1, f of 0. So what is f of 0? Just substitute x equals to 0, 0, and 0. So this is going to be, here we have 3 times 0 is 0. So we have 1 into 0 plus 5 is 5 into 0 minus 4 is minus 4. And 5 times minus 4 is negative of 20. Number 2, g inverse of x. We have given g of x. So first step is we have to put y equals to g of x, which is 2x minus 3. In the next step, we have to switch the variables. This is x equals to 2y minus 3. And in the third step, we have to solve for y. So now we have x plus 3 and divided by 2, this is equals to y. What I did over here, I shift the 3 on the other side with x, so it becomes positive x plus 3 and dividing both sides by 2. So that is the g inverse of x, which is x plus 3 divided by 2. Now for part 3, g composition h of 2. So first we have to find what is h of 2. G of h of 2. Let me solve g. H of 2 is, we have 4, 2 times 2 and minus 1. So this is g of 4. 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 minus 1 is 3. So that is, and 4 cube is 64. So we have to find g of 64 basically. So what is g of 64? G of x is 2x minus 3. So 2 into 64 minus 3. 2 into 64 minus 3 is 125. Now for part B, g of 2x equals to 7, find the value of x. G of 2x, so 2 into x minus 3. G of x we have given, which is 2x minus 3. So x with 2x, so replacing x with 2x minus 3, this is equals to 7. Here we have g of x, so we have x over here. Now for 2x, replacing x with 2x, so that is 4x minus 3 is equals to 7. 4x equals to 7 plus 3, that is equals to 10, and x is equals to 10 by 4, or we can say 2 times 5 is 10 and 2 times 2 is 4, which is equals to 2.5. 5 by 2 is 2.5x. Alright, now for part C, we have to simplify g of x square plus g decomposition x plus 1. G of x square, this is g of x. G of x square, this would be 2. X is replacing with x square minus 3 plus g, and g of x is 2x minus 3 plus 1. We have to just simplify. So 2x square minus 3. So first I wrote g of x square. So g of x, this is g of x. So x is replacing with x square. So 2x square minus 3. And g, and I did g of x, which is 2x minus 3, and plus 1 is as it is. Okay, plus g of this. So x is x. Now x is replacing with 2x minus 3. So 2 into 2x minus 3 and minus 3. So I just replaced this x with 2x minus 3. I hope this makes sense. Now plus 1. So this is 2x square minus 3 plus 4x minus 6 minus 3 plus 1. Just simplify. So we have 2x square, and the x terms are plus 4, and the constants are, we have negative 3, negative 6, negative 3, positive 1. Yes, negative of 11. So 2x square and plus 4x and negative of 11. Part D, find h inverse of 16. So first we have to find h of x, h inverse of x. So in the question we have given h of x is equals to 4 to the power 2x minus 1. So we have to find h inverse of x basically. So for h inverse of x, we can say y equals to h of x. And replacing the variables, x equals to 4 into 2y minus 1. To get the value of y, taking log on both sides, we can say log of x is equals to, power comes before the log. 2y minus 1 is the power, and log 4. Now solving for y. Log x divides log 4. This is equals to 2y minus 1. And then now shifting 1 on the other side becomes plus 1. So 2y equals to 1 plus log x over log 4, and then dividing both by 2. So y is equals to 1 by 2 into 1 plus log x over log 4. This is equals to my h inverse of x. Now we have to substitute x with 16. So h inverse of 16, this is gonna be 1 by 2 into 1 plus log 16 over log 4. Let me simplify. So log of 16 divides log of 4, and then add 1, and then divided by 2. This is 3 by 2, or 1.5. 3 by 2, this is equals to 1.5. Now for part E, we have f of x. This can be written in the form of cubic polynomial. Find the value of each a, b, c, d. That is pretty easy, just distribute it. So f of x is equals to, let me keep 3x plus 1 as it is and distribute x plus 5 and x minus 4. So x is distributing, so this is gonna be x square minus 4x, and then 5 is distributing 5x, and 5 times 4 is 20. Now simplify the second bracket. The first one stays the same. This is x square plus x minus 20. Now let me distribute the second one as well. So 3x is going to multiply with x square plus x minus 20, and plus 1 with x square plus x minus 20. Got it? So now 3x cube plus 3x square and 3 times 2 would be 6, so 60x, and 1 is multiplying with all the terms, so this stays the same. X square plus x minus 20. Combining the like terms, 3x cube, and we have 3x square and x square, so this is going to be 4x square. And from minus 60 and plus 1, this is minus of 59x and negative of 20. This should be in this form, right? The x cube coefficient, x square coefficient, x coefficient, and the constant term. So a is equals to 3, b is 4, c is minus 59, and d is negative of 20. Question number 10, part A. ABC is a triangle. B is the point 1 minus 10, A is the point 4 14, and CA is minus 11 8. Number 1, find the coordinates of C. So we have given CA, which is equals to OA minus OC. So we have to solve for the coordinates of C. Basically OC we have to calculate. So shift this OC on the other side, it becomes positive. OA stays the same, and this becomes minus CA. So what is OA? OA is the point A, which is 4 and 14, and subtract with CA, which is minus 11 and 8. So subtracting x component with x component, so this is gonna be 4 minus 11, which is 15, y with y component 14 and 8. So 14 take away 8, which is equals to 6. So 15 and 6 are the coordinates of C. Now for second part, find BA. So BA is equals to OA minus OB according to the definition. So we have the point A, we have the point B. So A is 4 and 14, and minus B is 1 and negative of 10. Again, subtracting the first component with first, 4 minus 1, which is 3, and the next is 14 minus 10, which is 24. So 3 and 24 is the vector BA. Now for part C, find the magnitude of CA. We have CA. Now the magnitude of CA, it means the square root of the first component square plus the second component square. All right. So simplify. 11 square is 121, 8 square is 64, and taking its square root, that would be CA. 121 plus 64 and square root of 185 is equals to 13.6. Square root of 185, that is equals to 13.6. All right. Now for part B, OMN. OMN is a triangle. O to M is A, O to N is B. OM and ON. What is MN? So M to N is M to O and O to N, right? So that is gonna be MO minus ON. MN follows the path MO and ON. This is negative A and this is positive of B. So minus A plus B. This is MN. Now R is a point on MN such that M to R and R to N are in the ratio of 3 and 2. So this is in the ratio of 3, this is in the ratio of 2, and the total of 3 and 2 is 5. So means this is 3 by 5 of MN, which is B minus A, and this is 2 by 5 of B minus A, MN. So ORT is a straight line. Number 1, show that OR equals to this. So OR follows the path of O to M, M to R. OM plus MR. O to R, O to M, M to R, both are positive. This is A and this is 3 by 5 of B minus A. So just simplify. So that is going to be A plus 3 by 5 B and minus 3 by 5 of A. So simplifying the coefficients of A. 1 minus 3 by 5, that is 2 by 5. So A is 2 by 5. A coefficient is 2 by 5 of A and 3 by 5 of B. 3 by 5 of B, which is, this is OR. Now for the second part A, we have given NT which is 4A plus KB and OT which is COR. Find the value of K and the value of C. We have given NT and OT. Okay, so if I can take OT, so O to T follows the path of ON and NT. So there are two values for OT. This is given, and the other value of OT is O to T, OR, C times of OR, which is 2 by 5A plus 3 by 5 of B. And another path of OT, let me show you. O to T is C times of OR and O to T is ON and T. This is equals to ON plus NT. And ON we have is B, and NT we have given, which is 4A plus KB. Okay, now we have two values for OT, the first and the second. Let me compare both to get the value of K and C. Comparing, this is going to be C times of 2 by 5A plus 3 by 5 of B. This is equals to B plus 4A plus KB. All right, so now let me simplify it. Now we have to compare the coefficients first. Comparing coefficients of A and B on both sides. So first let me compare the coefficient of A. What are the A coefficients? 2 by 5C is on the left side. Constant equals to the A is 4. So from here we can easily find the value of C. So C is going to be 4 into 5 by 2, the reciprocal. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 5 is 10. So the C value is 10. Right. Now let me compare the coefficients of B. Comparing the coefficients of B. Now the B coefficients are 3 by 5C. This is equals to 1 and K. 1 plus K. These are the coefficients of B. So C we have 10. So 3 by 5 of 10 equals to 1 plus K. Let me solve for K. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, and 2 times 3 is 6. 6 minus 1 is K. So this one is over here. So 5 is the value for K, and C is equals to 10. So K is 5 and C is 10. Now for part B, find MT. M to T we have to calculate. Let me join M with T. M to T, this. So M to T, we have to use M to O, O, N, and T. Let me write down MT, MO, ON, and NT. So MO is negative A, ON is positive B, and NT we have given in this part, which is equals to 4A plus KB. K is 5B. Let me simplify. Now A with A, which is 3. 4 take away 1 is 3, and 5 plus 1 is 6. 3A plus 6B. Question number 11, part A, differentiate. So taking the derivative d by dx of x cube minus 4 is a constant, d by dx of x square, and negative 3 is a constant, d by dx of x. So this is 3x square, minus 4 is outside, this derivative is 2x, and minus 3 is outside, d by dx of x is 1. So this is 3x square minus 8x minus 3. Now for part B, a curve has equation y equals to x cube minus 4x square minus 3x. Work out the coordinates of the two stationary points. Show your working. For stationary points, we have to put y prime equals to 0. First derivative should be equals to 0. So this is the first derivative. we have to put this equals to 0 and solve for the x equals to 0. All right, so let me apply the quadratic formula over here to get the value coordinates for x. So x is equals to negative of b is minus 8, plus minus square root b square minus 4a and c. A value is 3, c value is minus 3. Square root divides 2 times of a, which is 3. I use the quadratic formula, which is x is equals to negative of b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac divides 2a. All right, and a, b, c are the coefficients of x square, x, and the constant term. Let me simplify. In the next step, we have x is equals to 8 plus minus square root. This is gonna be negative times negative is positive, 4 into 3 into 3 and 36, plus 8 square is 64, 100, square root of 100, which is 10, divided by 2 times 3 is 6. Square root of 100 is 10, yes. So this is 8 plus minus 10 divided by 6. We have two values for x. 8 plus 10 divided by 6, which is 3. And the other value of x is 8 minus 10 divided by 6. 1 by 3, negative 1 by 3. These are the two x coordinates of the stationary points. Let me solve the y coordinates, 3 and minus 1 by 3. Now the corresponding y coordinates, we have to substitute the values into the equation x cube minus 4x square minus 3x. All right. So at x is equals to 3, what is y? So y is equals to 3 cube minus 4 into 3 square minus 3 into 3. So 3 cube minus 4 into 3 into 3 and minus 3 into 3, negative of 18. This is y. Let me solve y when x is negative 1 by 3. At x is equals to minus 1 over 3. So y is equals to minus 1 by 3 cube minus 4 into minus 1 by 3 square minus 3 into minus 1 over 3. So we have minus 1 divides 3, its cube. This is minus 1 over 27. Minus 1 by 3, its square, which, sorry, minus 1 over 3 square times minus 4 by 9. And this negative with negative becomes positive. 3 is cancelled with 3, we are just 1. Okay, minus 1 over 27 and minus 4 by 9 and add 1. This is 14 over 27. So the y coordinate is 14 over 27. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in our comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.